and I'm going to let them talk about it, but just so you know, there's not very many of them in the country. This is a very select few people. So with that, I'll turn it over to Mr. Fender.
Thank you very much. Very proud to be standing up here with Mr. Spencer to share in the accolade of these 8 outstanding students. Just to recap how we got here. Back in October, as we do every October, sophomores in Forest Hills participate along with a select group of high-achieving juniors in the National PSAT test. First and foremost, the national exam gives kids an opportunity for a full-length practice test of what the SAT will actually look like should they choose to take that, give them a game-like scenario to get ready for that. But also, through that exercise, students at Anderson and Turpin are able to compete in the National Merit Scholarship Program. And before we recognize those students, I think it's appropriate that we take a moment to acknowledge the fact that they've achieved not only as a result of their own hard work, which is a very true statement, and sheer academic determination, but also through the steady efforts of the great educators that they've had during their K-12 experience here in Forest Hills. So before we recognize the kids, I would also like to give a shout out to the faculty and staffs at our feeder schools, Air, Maddox, Mercer, Sherwood, Summit, Wilson, and Nagel. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Whew. Gosh, leave them out. No, I can't imagine. So it's truly a celebration of the collective hard work of the students, their families, and the teachers that help them get there. It really takes a village raising these kids. We're so incredibly grateful to live and work in this awesome community, and we are so proud of these kids. I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Spencer here.
I think it's important that we also understand with these students that they are gifted and academically driven, and we know that through their recognition from National Merit, as well as all the rigorous classes they've taken at Forest Hills. What we sometimes neglect to talk about is the impact these students have had on our schools and our community by the other things they're involved in and are passionate about. These students are also athletes, they're musicians, they're artists, they're actors, they are leaders in our clubs and organizations. We also, at the beginning, as freshmen, talked to them about the importance of being involved, jumping right in, and impacting your school and your community. And clearly, the students that we're recognizing tonight have done just that. They've impacted the peers that they're around, as well as the culture we have in our buildings. These students are an example of all that. They have and continue to make a difference. The top 16,000 students qualify as National Merit Finalists, representing the top 1% of all students nationwide who took the exam. Forest Hills has 8 of those 16,000. At this time, the superintendent recommends the board commend the following students for their achievement and distinction for having been named finalists in the 2023 National Merit Scholarship Program and present a certificate of commendation to them. From Turpin High School, if these students could come forward, Jacob Gehring, Shobit Mishra, Vipul Rao, and Braden Williams.
And from Anderson High School, again, I'm not sure how many of them are here tonight. I know we have a lot of activities going on at school, so hopefully they're able to make it. But if they're not, we'll get their commendation to them later. But from Anderson High School, Cole Williams, Samuel Mizukawa, Benjamin Joe, and Daniel Hensler.
And before they exit here, I'd like every parent of a National Merit Scholar winner to stand and be recognized, because they wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.